Yeah, hi, Sean. This is something that we call the Google Power Review System. And it's based on some software that we're implementing now through the agency and helping people get their Google reviews up, the number of them, and the quality of the reviews to go up. So, anyway, here's a quick overview of how this works. Basically, Google is now starting to put a lot of emphasis on what your Google reviews are. And if you have more than 5, if you have more than 10 reviews and they're good, then Google will tend to reward you by boosting your ratings. They'll also give us a better placement on their map system that comes up when people do searches, and then that drills down to more people call. The trouble is, or the thing is, if you get bad reviews, it can hurt your rankings, whether the bad review is deserved or not. And so we've got to keep the people away that might give you a bad review because they're really hard to remove from the Google system. And of course, that translates into fewer people calling. And so what we do is we have some software installed on your phone that will allow you at the end of a trip to go in and ask for reviews from people. The problem is that a lot of people will ask for reviews later by email and that sort of thing, and people just don't follow through on that. And so the power of this thing is that by the time that you get back to the dock, you can have everybody giving you a review by the time they step off and you're cleaning fish. And so that's really kind of a cool system. So if you can see here, I put this little request for review button on this particular phone. It comes on as an icon, and it gives instant notification to people, right, that you'd like a review. And then of course the clients don't forget. So basically when you click that button, it says, okay, who is the first guest on your boat? In this case, it's Lloyda Johnson. You put in her email address, and that is optional. But most importantly, you put in her cell phone number. Because let's face it, people don't go out of the house anymore without their cell phone. And this is not only a email-based system, but it's a text-based system also. So basically, again, you fill in somebody's name. If they want to give you their email and you want to get that aggressive, you can also put that in here and an email will be sent to them. But again, most importantly is this cell phone number. And then you simply click done at that point. The next thing that comes up on their phone then is this text that comes in. And it says, hey, you've got an important information from, then of course it would be your company's name, right? And then it gives us a link down here to have them give you feedback by clicking. And so all they do is click on this blue feedback button here. Now I'm noticing this is the text that comes into the email that's been sent, but it's very similar that comes over on the phone. So all they do is click on this blue link, and then it automatically takes them onto their phone to this particular form. It doesn't go multiple places and they have to click through. Bingo, it's just right there. Their name automatically populates, their email populates from you putting it in, and their phone number. And then it asks them a series of questions, and these questions are things that may be important to you. In this case, it's asking who is your guide. So if you ran multiple guides and multiple boats, you could put in what boat they were on. If that isn't appropriate, then we just simply take that question out. Was your guide helpful? It could just as easily say, did you have a good trip? Right? And then how likely would you be to refer us to a friend? And again, if you want to ask that question or not, that's up to you, but that's put on your particular system. That form goes on then, and it says, what can we do to better your experience? Now, this is a way of getting them to give you if something they were unhappy about, they could type that in there. But most people are going to go, Sean, I had a great time, man. Caught a boatload of stripers and we'll be back. And that's what will go in here most of the time. And then they select a star rating from 1 to 5. And so again, this is very, very quick because most of the information, their name and their telephone number and the email address has been pre-populated by you. All they do is come here and put in, hey, I had a great time, and then they put in your star rating, and then they hit continue. Now here's where the magic comes into play. If they've given you 5 stars, which is the most that Google has in their matrix, they're sent to this screen. And this screen basically says, hey, can we talk you into then putting this information into Google? Now, if they've given you less than 5 stars, we still take the information. A thank you screen comes up on their phone, and then that information is emailed directly to you with their comments. And if you get a poor review for whatever reason, right? And not saying that you would, but if somebody leaves a bad review, you can be back in touch with them, and you can work with them to maybe increase that review, or just know maybe the deckhand did something wrong that you need to know about. But if they've gotten 5 stars, then there's a little video that can be shown. It's about a 30-second video. Some people don't watch it because they already know how to do a review. It just gives them an idea of how the review is given. And then they click the continue, and it goes directly to their Google page where they review you. They select the star, they put in their little note, and bingo. You're getting from this system, all you're getting is 5-star reviews, which obviously is what's going to give you the best rankings through Google, and that will increase the power of the review system to help you boost the popularity of your site, boost the popularity of Google Maps, and all is good. So anyway, that's the quick demonstration.